Hello and welcome back to a new video. If you're new here, my channel is all about style and confidence for the 50+ woman, and in today's video I'm talking about something which you might have been questioning about whether you could still wear or not, and that's shorts. Now, I've had a bit of a prolonged search for shorts to take on my holiday, so I know what's out there. I've got some tips for you on how to wear them, and I found 3 pairs that I really like and feel happy in. So if that's something that you've been thinking about, then stick with me and let's get into the video. So first of all, I just want to say, if you've been thinking about wearing shorts and you're questioning it, if you're a woman over 50, I want to tell you that there is nothing that you can't wear if it's something that you feel confident wearing, and that for me is the key thing. So if you want to wear a pair of shorts and you feel comfortable in them, then please do go ahead and do so. Now, I haven't actually worn shorts for quite a few years because I just haven't felt confident in them. But this year I decided that I was going to give them a try again. We are going to the southwest of France for 2.5 weeks. It's going to be hot. We have rented a house and it's going to be quite relaxed. So I did want to take some shorts with me. I wanted to give them another try. But that was where the first problem started, because when I started to look around for shorts, I kind of had a picture in my mind of what I wanted. And first of all, a lot of them have sold out. Linen shorts are in short, excuse the pun, supply. And the other thing that I discovered is that they are incredibly expensive. I was really surprised at how expensive shorts were to find a nice quality pair. And I think for me, heading up to 60, I don't really want a cheap pair of shorts from, say, somewhere like H&M. Now, that doesn't mean that one of the pairs I've found isn't inexpensive, because they are, but they are good quality. So I had a really good hunt around. I looked at Boden, the White Company, I looked at John Lewis, I looked at places like Mint Velvet, I looked at Marks and Spencer's. So I really did have a good hunt, and I ordered and sent back several pairs. And I discovered that there was a very definite shape that worked. And what I was looking for, I wanted some linen shorts, and I wanted some shorts that were going to be quite lightweight, because it is going to be hot. I'm not going to be wearing denim shorts. So they had to be something that was going to be lightweight and comfortable. So my first look was for linen shorts. That fell quite flat and I really struggled to find some. I did order these from Boden, and whilst I did like the quality of them, I just felt that they were too wide at the bottom. And so, you know, having gone through this process and all this hard work of losing weight, I just felt kind of fat and frumpy in them and dumpy. So unfortunately they went back. Now, that's not to say that they won't suit you, because they may well do. So the first pair of shorts that I actually had success with, but they were unfortunately expensive, I think, for what they were, is these. And these are from the White Company. I think they're expensive because they've got this embroidery detail on them, which is really nice. And I really liked, I'll pop in here the imagery that they had with them. I thought they looked really sort of elegant, and the kind of thing that I could perhaps wear for a relaxed evening as well. Now, they have got an elasticated waist, and they have got a drawstring. The other thing I liked about them is that they're fully lined. So although they're quite lightweight and they've got a slight crinkle to the fabric, they have got some substance to them as well. So I'm going to pop a couple of pictures in here of how I think I will wear these. Actually, just with a simple linen top. Again, this one was from the White Company. I'm not sure whether it's still available. I think the white version of it is. I really like that sort of combination of the slightly looser top over the top of the shorts, and a slightly longer top as well. But then I also thought, because they've got this gold in them, why not try them for kind of a relaxed evening? You know, if we're having a barbecue or something round the pool, or even going somewhere that's quite relaxed. Why not style them for the evening as well? Now, one thing I will say is that before I took these photos, I did fake tan my legs, and that's something that I will definitely do. So this is how I've styled them for the evening with this, again, another piece from the White Company. They've had a really good season this season, I think. I've really liked lots of the pieces that I've got from them. And I quite like this combination because this top has got a little bit of gold in it that goes with the shorts as well. So quite happy with that outfit, and I've just put them on with a pair of gold sandals which has got a little bit of a block heel. I wouldn't wear high heels with shorts because I just feel like maybe you can get away with that in your 20s, perhaps even your 30s, but I couldn't do that. But I quite like this block heel with them. So just going back to that point that I made about the fake tan, the one that I used is by Vita Liberata. It's a spray one, so it is a little bit runny, but the good thing about it is that it has a guide colour, so you can see where you're putting it. Now, I know that a lot of people like Saint Tropez. I can't use it because it makes my skin itch. So if you do have a sensitive skin, you might find that you have that problem. I've never had a problem with the Vita Liberata one. I really like it. It goes on really easily. I just put it on the night before and then wake up with my tan in the morning. So that's my top tip for that. And then other than that, really kind of give your legs a good moisturise. And if you do have some blemishes on your legs and you're a little bit concerned about them, the other thing that they do is a product called Body Blur. And that is a coloured cream which really makes the legs look gorgeous. And you just rub it on. You do need to wash your hands as soon as you've used it. It's not a fake tan, it is just a colour that washes off. But you do need to wash your hands because otherwise it will leave the colour on the back of your hands as well. There is another option that's very similar by a brand called This Works. So I will link all of those in the description box for you as well. Now, going back to my shorts search, I didn't in the end find a pair of linen jeans, but what I did find was the second pair were actually a really good bargain pair, I think. And that's these chino shorts, which are from Marks and Spencer, and they've got this blue and white stripe to them. Now, the thing I liked about these, I wasn't sure about them. I did try them on in the shop before I bought them, and they are actually beautifully soft. They're cotton. They aren't too thick, so I think they're going to be fine in the hot weather. As I said, I didn't want anything that was denim or too thick because it is going to be hot. But these I really liked. I liked the shape of them. They are quite long. You'll see in the picture here that I have just styled them here long, but you could roll the hems up as well if you wanted to. And Marks and Spencer's had quite a lot of variety. They did these in other colours as well. And they did have some other styles as well. But I thought these were really nice quality for the price. They were £19.50, which I thought was an absolute bargain. And I really like that sort of nautical look that you can create with them by wearing them with navy pieces, or I really like them again styled up with tan sandals and a tan belt for a little bit of quite a sort of preppy look, I suppose. So those I thought were really successful, a really good price, and if you did want a longer pair of shorts, then they are a good option as well. And then the final pair that I found was a white pair. They're a pair of white chino shorts, and these are from Hobbs. So they're a little bit shorter than the Marks and Spencer's ones. And they've got a turn up on them, which I guess if you wanted to make them even shorter, you could turn that up. You could actually turn that down as well if you wanted to make them longer. They are sewn, but you could just snip that out and turn them down and make them a little bit longer. Again, they're a really lovely soft brushed cotton, and so I thought these would be really comfortable to wear as well, and not too thick and heavy either. I don't think they have any stretch in them, but they do fit pretty true to size. I bought a size 14 in all 3 pairs of these. So again, I was really happy with those. I love them just styled again with perhaps a white linen top. I've got a couple of those that I'll be taking with me. I also like them again styled in that slightly nautical way with navy blue and with black and tan as well. I think that's a really nice classic option. Now, the other thing that I will say is you'll see in some of these pictures, I've also styled them with a shirt open over the top. So if you don't want to wear a vest top and perhaps you don't like the tops of your arms, then that's an option for you as well. And also, as I've mentioned in previous videos, if you don't really have a waist but you want to give the illusion of a waist, then that's quite a good way to do it, is to wear a top perhaps with a belt and then put a shirt over the top, similar to what I've done today, because that then creates the illusion of a waist going in underneath that over top. So that was my search for shorts, just some quick tips on how to wear them over 50. My other big dilemma has been swimwear. I will come back to that in another video because that's been pretty much as much fun and games as the shorts have been. But I will link all of the pieces that are still available. I'll try and find similar if they're not available. But let me know what you think down in the comments section. Are you going to be wearing shorts? Have you struggled to find a pair of shorts? If you are headed off on holiday, then I hope you have a fabulous time. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you did that as well. It all helps with keeping the channel going. And other than that, I will see you next time. Bye for now.